So a lot of things have happened since we were together last. Bob Heil passed. That was,
Hmm.
I guess it wasn't surprising, but I think he's such an important figure to this hobby and audio and sound in general that it kind of did take the wind out of the sails. And that was one I had to send that to Steve. I'm like, ooh, I just heard this. You have to verify that one for me, but it was official coming out of Heil.
Hmm.
So that was another big happening this year. Your thoughts on that one, Steve?
I was devastated. I was just heartbroken to lose a good friend and and a mentor. So Bob meant a lot to me at the time we got to spend at Dayton and through Ham Nation. It was a lot of memories being with him. But some good news: K9EID is alive. It's out there. Bob's grandson Charlie now holds the call K9EID, and so he's
Beautiful.
keeping that. So
That's
keeping
cool.
that just happened here within the last week or two. Excuse me.
That's great.
So it EID lives on. So Charlie's gonna have to fill some big shoes and do a lot of explaining, but I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, we the passing of Bob hit a lot of people hard.
I know what I'm going to say now is not lost on you guys, but there was so. The one thing I love about recording and recording history and audio in general is that we can go back to the archive of Ham Nation and we can go back and dig around and get those nuggets of information. All that
Hmm.
information still exists now. I don't. Hopefully, it'll stay available as we go. But I mean, isn't that the beautiful thing about? I don't know why Scotty's into recording. I'd imagine that just there is a science to audio, but one of the beautiful things is that you capture it and you've got it. So when artists, great artists that we admire and adore, these great records and things that we always play back, Scotty, talk about the importance of recording and how we can always go back.
Oh yeah, just I mean, just you're capturing these snapshots in time, a moment in time in audio. And so when a band comes in to do a record, I say it's the old. So it used to be at the portrait studio, Olin Mills. I remember as a kid, you go with the
Hmm.
family to Olin Mills and get your photos, and you kind of it's like the Olin Mills day for the band, just in an audio version, and just having these recordings for posterity, and and having these to refer to and have and keep for forever and ever is it's extremely important.
I hope that Josh has sorted out. I'm sure he will, because I know he took over the production side of the Ham Nation stuff and making sure that all stays as a repository for Bob's work. If nothing else, there's so much knowledge between the older brass there, and I say that with respect. I mean, Gordo and Bob, George, and the guys who were kind of the founding fathers of that ham radio thing. I mean, and Bob, he would teach you how to hook your speakers up, and I remember rewind. Let me go back because there's something wacky going on here. But I owe him a lot. But one thing is I met Steve. So I met Steve through Bob Heil,
Hmm.
Ham Nation. So it's
And
kind of
that's
full
what I
circle.
say. I met you through Ham Nation and Bob Heil. So Bob was the glue that put us together here.
He brought it together. Yep.
To join the 100 Watts in a Wire community, visit 100wattsindawire.com.